Hey guys, hope you're all well and good. Today I'm going to show you my Ice Golem team. So I've showcased my Fire Knight, my Dragon, now my Ice Golem. On average it is around about 105 average. So you'll see this run here was... I think it's going to be bang on, yeah, 57 seconds. But it's 105 average normally. It can fail from time to time, so it's around about... I would say about 98 to 99% win rate. I think there's some fine tuning I still need to do on it, but as it's Ice Golem, it's kind of been in the background compared to all of our other dungeons. The only gear set really I'm looking for from here is resistance and resistance, taunting, and reflex. As there's a frenzy event today for reflex, I'm going to be farming this quite a bit. But I thought I'd showcase my current team, what the stats are, and the requirements basically for it. So let's just start up another run so you guys can see it all the way through. It does vary in speed quite a lot because it depends on the poisons that the Kymar's put out and also the poisons that Bad-el puts out. And it also relies on whether or not we get through this wave in one shot. There's a couple of champs in that wave where their passive can kick in, and it means you have to basically wait an extra turn to kill them again, which is quite annoying, but it happens. It slows down a run by about 10 seconds, but basically you want, when you get to a boss, you want your Archmage and Seer to die, and ultimately basically these three solo Ice Golem. It's not the end of the world if Kymar dies here. You can still do it with one Kymar, one Bad-el, or if both Kymars die and it's just Bad-el, that also works. Just it may be a little bit slower. But as you can see, sort of just chunking away at the health, and we're in the last little chunk. And when he goes here, we should die. There we go. So 102. As you can see, Bad-el basically did all the damage, apart from Seer on the waves, of course. Did we get anything good? No, we didn't. Let's just jump straight into the build. So, recently used first. So Bad-el, ideally, I would want to put him in reflex, so he gets more poisons out, and more consistently uses his A2. But I haven't got that good reflex on my account, and he needs to be over 250 speed. For this to work, so I've had to just basically build him tanky enough with some resist. So he is 69k HP, 3.6k defense, 253 speed, 315 resist, and 290 AC. So the resist here is really important because you don't want the guardians of the Ice Golem to put decreased defense on you, and if they do that, then you're pretty much dead. The actual boss would one-shot you basically. So you want some resist. It doesn't have to be mental resistance because he does cleanse himself, but enough just to give it a bit of a safety net. Most important is the speed, so over 250 speed is important for him to solo it. Other than that, I mean, here we've got one set protection just to basically boost up. I think 2 parts just gives us a HP percent boost and a resistance boost. But you can use whatever gear set really you want. Reflex is ideal if you've got good enough reflex, and use reflex, but we don't. Masteries, really straightforward. We've got no damage, so we've ignored the offensive tree. This basically would guarantee you getting wiped. You don't want your Bad-el to hit relatively hard. You want his poisons to be doing all the work, so it doesn't trigger Ice Golem passive. So we went down a defensive tree, so giving him some increased healing and shield buffs that he receives. Damage decrease from AoE attacks is huge. Resurgent is also good. So when your team gets wiped, and it's just Bad-el and the 2 Kymars, you get a chance of removing one random debuff. Delay death, once again, damage reduction, and Cycle of Revenge. It just gives you a turn meter boost if an ally is hit by a crit hit. Then support tree. I mean, we've gone for quite a safe support tree here for him. So we've gone for things like Cycle of Magic to try to get his A2 back quicker, so he puts out more poisons. Also things like Swarm Smiter, Spirit Haste, because Archmage and Seer are both going to die in this team comp, so may as well get 16 extra speed. Master Hexer for the chance to extend debuffs. Law of Steel, because we got some speed sets and that side of things. And then the most important one is we went for Oppressor. So you get extra turn meter fill for each active debuff cast by this champion, so it stacks up to 10%. And he does put out a lot of debuffs, so this is, I would argue this is a lot better than just going Eagle Eye, just for the extra AC, or going down here and getting like Unshakable because you're low on resist. I would still prioritize this. So that's Bad-el. Next champ, so I've got my Immunity Kymar and Speed Kymar for Arena. My Immunity Kymar is there for an extra buff for Seer. And he's basically got 285 speed, 500 AC. His rest of his stats don't really matter. Masteries wise, straight down to Eagle Eye, or Evil Eye, not Evil Eye, Eagle Eye, yeah. I keep getting those two mixed up. Spirit Haste again, because champs are going to die. Like I say, this is just his arena masteries. He's in my go second arena team, so that's why he's got these basically here. My second Kymar has got a bit of a different mastery set, so he's in my offensive speed team, so he can go a little bit different, but once again, just Eagle Eye, give him as much AC as possible, because what we're relying on the Kymars to do is land poisons with their A1s, and also reset Bad-el's ability with his A3. But for more poisons they can put out with their A1s, for faster Ice Golem will go down basically. But yeah, it's like I say, first Kymar immunity, second Kymar not in immunity, just in full sort of like speed gear with accuracy. Once again, just try to get these sort of speeds accuracy wise, aim for about 280 in dungeons, but they're Kymars, so you should have them built up with pretty high accuracy for arena. Lastly, you've got Seer. So Seer, I've taken off her ring. So it's something I do as a bit of a safety net, because we want her to die as soon as she's nuked for Ice Golem. So you take off her ring, and that basically just gives you a little bit less HP and guarantees you getting one shot by the Ice Golem. She's got 298 crit damage, 204 speed, 333 AC. In Savage Cruel, you do need a lot of damage to be able to get through the waves without a defense down, so just bear that in mind. And masteries wise, straight down into Flawless Ek for the extra crit damage. You never want to go Helmet Smasher with a Seer, unless it's an arena Seer, but for dungeons, Flawless Execution is a lot better, because you can kind of guarantee what you're going to get, what damage you're going to get. Other than that, lastly, we got Archmage. So Archmage, we've got him in shield set for an extra buff for Seer, and we've got no ring and no amulet, just to guarantee that he dies basically. He's literally there just to give out some buffs for Seer and speed everyone up, but he's not actually needed when you get to the Ice Golem. He's just the best epic champ for the amount of buffs you need, and also the kit he gives when you actually get to the Ice Golem is really good. But he's 247 accuracy, 247 speed, 308 AC, and I just chucked on random gear on him, if I'm honest, but 247 speed is where we wanted to be anyway. We just want him faster than our Seer, really. And bear in mind, Seer will get Whirlwind of Death, which basically gives her extra speed for each wave she kills, so you do want him to be a good sort of like 20 speed faster than your Seer. But take off a ring, take off the amulet, and make sure he'll die at the Ice Golem basically with a first hit. Other than that, let's just show you that again. If I bring it up, because I've got to show you the AI setup. So here's the AI setup. So Bad-el is just as default. Seer prioritizes A3. Archmage prioritizes A3. Kymar prioritize A2, and then opener A1. This Kymar opener A1. So what we've done here is our fast Kymar. We told him to, you know, you're going to open up with your A1 and then your A2. But to be fair, you could probably just turn these off. You can probably put these on do not use, and you'll get more poisons when you get to the actual boss. Let's try that now. Never actually thought about that, but something I did in my dragon team the other day when I released the videos. I turned off their A2s. Will this work? No, we're gonna need one with. We're gonna need to do that. Reason being is basically both these Kymars will reset in a second wave else. So this one's our fastest one at 295 speed. He's opening up with his A1, and then Kymar in the same wave will open up with his A1. Then when we get to the second wave, he'll reset. The fastest Kymar will reset. And then the slowest Kymar will prioritize his A2, so he won't use his A3. And then, yeah, this should work. Let's click save and let's start. Hopefully this gives us a few more poisons actually on a boss. But we shall see. So both Kymars A1s. We nuke the first wave. That Kymar resets. We sleep the second wave. So this is the only failsafe here is the passive there where he gets the increased defense is a bit annoying. It can slow down a run. There's nothing you can do about it because it's a passive skill. But as you can see, the run should still complete absolutely fine. So Seer and Archmage both die, which is what we want. We kind of do with these Guardians dying as well. So all the time they're alive, he's doing more damage. There we go. Okay, this will be an interesting run. Like I say, I've done, with this team comp, I've done around about 500, 600 runs of it. And on average, it's around about a 99% win rate. There are fail conditions, and one of them is just Ice Golem being Ice Golem and just hitting insanely hard from nowhere. But as you can see, this runs quite a bit slower, 118. And that was mainly because of that second wave not being nuked straight away. But still a very decent time for Ice Golem. And on average, it's between sort of like 57 seconds a run, or 55 seconds a run, sorry, and 120. So on average, over the course of about 100 runs, you're looking at an average about 105, which is a very decent team. I don't think there's too many faster out there for Ice Golem because no one really farms it, but it's well worth just having a quick team so you can just get those rewards quickly and get some decent like reflex and resistance gear and that side of things. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please leave it a like and comment. I will be uploading a few more videos in the coming few days, so be sure to subscribe to not miss out. I'll also be streaming on Twitch over the next couple of days as well, so feel free to come over and drop a follow. I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy your weekend and peace.